So what I wanted to show today is just a little bit about the practice section and what are the couple things that you can do here. I'm going to say these little yellow or green circles here on the right basically show how well you are doing on the section based on the practice that you have done so far. So let's say that I wanted to practice I got 100 on this, but let's say I want to practice solving algebraic equations. Then I can go through a bunch of different practice questions that we have generated here, which are based on real SAT or ACT questions. And let's say that I needed some help solving this. Then I can just click on the top right where it says Ask AI, where you can ask AI about your current question. And maybe I ask it to help me set up the problem. And so it'll take its time, and then it'll come back with this little bit to get me started. To start by isolating the square root term in the equation, you have 3 times the square root of y minus 5 divided by 4 equals 9. First multiply both sides by 4 to eliminate the fraction. Now it says, can you figure out what to do next? Presumably that's enough to get you started. And then that would be the next step here. You'd multiply here by 4, you multiply both sides, you eventually divide by 3, and then you take the root, the square, and then to get rid of the square root, and general algebra things. And then you go through, and this is designed to not give you the exact answer, but get you started. And you go through and you click your correct answer. So let's imagine that I've done this, and I don't know what the correct answer to this one is. Why don't we try C? C was not the correct one this time, but you'll be able to see if it was correct, you would see correct, as well as a tracker for how many questions you have gotten right that day, which is added to your total correct questions answered, and you'd be able to go through here and see a detailed explanation as to what you did or what the steps are to get the correct answer. And there's a bunch here, so you can be able to go through sections for both math and reading and writing for the SAT. And let's imagine I also wanted to do a quiz on this. Well, these quizzes are, again, based more on the questions that you're more likely to actually see on real tests. And it's a little bit more formal, quote unquote, seeing as you don't have the AI to basically help you, and it's more of a easy way to get a good sense of where you are with a particular material. Now you can take as many quizzes, you can take it as many times as you like to see how you progress, but you don't have a giant built-out AI system like you do with the practice. So we recommend going through the practices. Once you get comfortable, after of course going through the tests, then you can go through the quizzes, and that's kind of the flow that we like students to take. And then you'd go through here and you'd answer the questions, and you'd be able to that one was D again. You'd be able to go through and you'd be able to answer these questions. And so those are the practice and quiz modules. And of course, if you ever need help, you can just click in the upper right-hand section and receive a tutorial on basically whatever you're looking at. And then you also have a learning section where you have a little bit of an explanation as to what the best practices are for any particular topic, for all these topics that we have here, which again you can use to practice if you're ever not super unsure. And we're also going to include extra help over here, which links to YouTube videos of playlists that basically go through each thing individually if it's a particular section, and it lets students basically work through it at their own pace and then come back to our platform and do the practices and do the quiz after you've already mastered the topics. And you can also figure out what you need to do better, right? You'll be able to see exactly what's going right, maybe what's going wrong, what I'm doing correctly and incorrectly. And so that's it for today. Thank you very much.